Hi, welcome to week 2 of our April kit. I really love to work with shapes, especially when I'm trying to figure out like what do I want to do with my journal page, where do I want to start. Sometimes I just start putting shapes with a color on a page, get my background started, and that helps me to get going. So we are going to use the shape prompt card for today, and it is a triangle. Triangles are very dynamic and very exciting and can do lots of cool things. So we are going to draw, stamp, or find triangles to use. You can look around your house. You can, for like objects that are in a triangle type shape, kind of like we did with circles in a previous month. Or, if you have, I have a stamp set and my my stencil from a previous kit. So this is a diamond, but if I just use half of it, it's a triangle. So I'm going to use both of these and maybe even some other things to make some fun triangles on my background here. I'm just going to use this single page to work, and I will be using the water-soluble oil pastels and my graphite stick. I'm going to use both of those today. I'm going to move this guy out of the way a little bit, and maybe we'll even use some washi. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to get started, and really, truly, if I'm staring at a blank page and I'm just like, oh man, what do I want to do? Honestly, I might, sometimes I just start drawing circles or scribbles or squares or triangles or whatever it is. Today we're going to play with triangles. So I think I really want to start with these as my base, the base of my background, and then I'm going to stamp a little bit over it, okay? So I kind of want to try this graphite stick through this stencil. I haven't done that yet, and I think it could be really fun and cool, possibly. Might be a train wreck. We don't know till we try, right? So let's just try together. I've never used a graphite stick through a stencil before, so we're going to see how it goes. All right, and I'm just applying it dry for now. I think I'm going to get it wet just to get, some little bit better coverage and interesting lines through here. But we're good. We're going to start with it dry and really just get some of this, I say pigment, but it is graphite, honestly. So I don't want it everywhere. So I've got like 3 here. I think I do want, maybe we're going to go, oh, sorry, I'm thinking. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one. I just want to pick a few here and there. I don't necessarily want to do all of the triangles. And you notice I'm only doing half of the diamond so that we just have triangles. All right, and then I think I'm going to bring it down and maybe do a few more, okay? So let's do another one right here. And then I will, deciding where to go. And then we'll get it wet and see how it looks. See if this was a good idea or not such a good idea. We're about to find out. Okay. And I kind of think I want one more. Why not? Let's see how we look. Let's just try this and see how it goes. I think it might be cool. I'm going to use my water brush, which already has some water filled in, or in the barrel. Okay, so let's start at the top. And, oops, I guess I need to get it wet, get it started. Here we go. Look at how pretty. And I think I'm just going to do like a solid triangle here. I know it has the lines in it, but yeah, I'm okay with this. I like this. This is so pretty. I really like the graphite and the way that it has like, goes from black to really light, like a medium to light gray, depending on how much you have on there. So this is just, getting us started, getting a background going, and I don't even have to stay in the lines of where they were. I mean, this has just kind of been a guide for me, and you notice like not all of the graphite came through on all of them, and that's okay. And some of them I didn't blend enough to to remove the lines. If I show you up close, and it'll probably be more prominent as it dries, but like this one especially, you can still see the lines. Now, if I kept going with it, I could get rid of the lines completely like I did, you know, with this one. It would be nice and dark, but I kind of like having some of those drawn lines in there as well. So I like that there's a variation and then it's mixed a little bit, mixed up, and I'm going to splatter some of what's left on my brush here, and all the way till it's a really light gray and almost cleaned off. I love this start. I think this is a great start, and this is really inspiring for me. So before we had nothing, we put down just a stencil and just, you know, took the graphite stick and drew some of that through there and then got it wet. I mean, and look at how cool this is already. We're really, you know, now I have some inspiration and something to build off of. So I'm going to dry this and then we'll keep going. Okay, it's dry now, and do you notice that, look at how much lighter, remember this triangle was really dark, looked almost black when it was wet. Now it's dry and you can kind of see some of the lines in it. So this graphite stick really does kind of lighten up a bit when you dry it. So that's just something to know and to keep in mind. So if you wanted it darker, you know, you could go over it again. You could just start with more of the graphite stick pigment, you know, but I love this. I think this is amazing. I love the lines that are still showing. I love the splatter and that it's different, you know, tones of that graphite stick. So I am good with that, and I'm going to move on. Next, I'm going to use the stamps I have here. I'm sorry, I'm not sure these stamps are available anymore. They're from Memory Box, and I've had them for a long time. And but they're one of the only stamp sets I have that just have triangles. So maybe I'll have to fix that. I might need to make some triangle stamps, huh? Because triangles are fun and dynamic and exciting. So let's see. I want to use, now these are a different kind of triangle than mine. And I'm deciding, am I going to go over my triangles I've already made? Am I going to just build around them? Let's see. Well, let's see. So I have some that, so if you see here, I have some that just have like lines through them. I have some that are outline and some that are solid. So let's just play. I'm just going to play for a minute and see, see what we get. And actually, maybe what I'm going to do, I see what I want. Okay. It just takes me a minute to let my brain catch up here. So I have the solid one first, and here's what I want to try. Okay, I've got my water-soluble oil pastels. They're oil pastels. Okay, and let's see. Let's just go with, we'll go with a light color, right? So let's do light green, and I'm just going to color on here. Now, we did this last time, if you recall last week when we were playing. Oops, that broke. We colored right on the stamp and got it wet, and I really like that technique. I think I would probably use these in that way quite a bit because it is really fun. Okay, so I'm going to just spray this. I gave it 2 little spritzes off camera there a little bit. And we're going to go down. So I think I'm going to go like kind of overlapping, but not totally. Now that pigment, or the graphite stick has been reactivated. So I'm wiping this off and I'm going to redo it every time if I'm overlapping with the graphite stick, because I don't want this stamp to get contaminated with that. Okay, so I'm going to spray it again, just give it 1 spray there. And I'm just going to put a few, okay? Let's do this one right here. I like it. I like it. I'm going to wipe it just to be safe. And I'm going to move it over a little bit because I wanted to use it on the edge here, but this block would have caught the edge of that. So just going to wipe it, color it up again, get a lot of color on here so I get a nice bold green. Spritz it just once. Once is plenty, and I'm going to go right here where there's nothing. Okay, so I've got just a couple. Okay, and then maybe I'm going to do this. Actually, there's a smaller one, so let me wipe this off. Oh, it's all wet. Okay, it's all wet. So I'm going to use the smaller one just for fun to have different sizes. I like the solid again because I'm going to do something over it. You'll see in a minute. Okay, so just sticking that down, I'm going to pick a totally different color. Let's see. Let's do light blue. We'll do light blue, yeah, and light green, and then we'll do darker colors over top of them. We'll see. Ooh, this light blue. Look at how pretty that is. Wow, I'm excited about this one. Okay, give it a good spritz, and this time let's go up, right? So I'm just creating some interesting shapes around here, giving it some, you know, oh, actually, I remember these oil pastels work better on a dry stamp. So if you've wet it, it's better. You're going to get more pigment transfer if you dry that stamp first and then do it again. Okay, let's see. So I want one right there. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to dry this all the way. Okay, do one more time. Oh, I love this so much. These are so creamy. I see what you guys have been doing with these, and it seems like you're really enjoying them, which makes me so happy. So I think I want one here, but it's going to interfere, so I got to actually move this over. Okay, hopefully it stays stuck for me. Here we go. So I didn't want them to be like in the same line, you know, vertical or horizontal really. I kind of wanted them staggered a little bit. So I really dig this. I think it looks good. Okay, clean off my stamp and let's move on. So now I really kind of like these ones with the lines in them. So we're going to start with the smaller one. No, let's start with the bigger one because it's dry already. So there's vertical and horizontal lines. So what I'm going to do is the bigger one I'm going to do vertical lines, and then the smaller one I will do horizontal lines. So then we just have variation, right? So the bigger one is the lighter green. So what color do I do? Am I going to go darker green and stay monochrome, or I mean analogous, or am I going to do red? If I do red here, then that has to be like, that has to be orange. I think we're going to go with the green, just so we don't get mud and we don't, because we know that it's going to be reactivated, right? We could, you know, live on the edge and do contrasting colors. If you do that, I would love to see it, but I'm just going to keep it simple for this one. Okay, and then now I'm going to do this slightly off. Like, I don't want it to be exactly over. And look at, it's creating a little bit of dimension there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then I have a little bit more on here, and before I wipe it off, I think it would be cool if I just had like another one of these all on its own, just to have the lines. Okay, so there I'm using more of my pigment and it's not getting wasted, and it's pretty cool. I'm loving this background. All right, so I dried it and I'm just going to hit it again, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the solids. Okay, and I'm going to do it slightly off. Whoops. Okay, drying it. Whoops. Dark green. Okay. You gotta wet it with water or else you're really not going to get much of a transfer. Okay, that one's good. And then I forgot to do the, here, we'll put it up there. That's fun. Okay, and then we need a little bit down there too. All right, now this guy is all done. Let's move on to the smaller one and we'll do horizontal stripes. Okay. I think it needs to go on that side, and then we'll do dark blue. Because we did the light blue, we're going to stay with it. Ooh, or should we do purple? Let's do purple, okay? We'll change it up just a little bit. Purple will be gorgeous. I know y'all are excited about that. Okay, let's do purple. Oh, we're going up, and we're going to do offset. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to spray it one more time, and we're going to do a little bit up here in the corner. That's really pretty. And again, just doing the same technique. You don't have to do something different every time, you know. You can just, and in fact, doing the same technique and having a similar pattern throughout your background is really going to help it, you know, look more cohesive and together, and that will help your overall layout. So it's not a bad thing. I sometimes feel like, oh, I got to do different. That's just the way my brain works. But oops, I forgot I wanted to stamp somewhere else. But sometimes it is actually good to do the same thing over and over again. Okay, here we go. Last one. Put the purple back. Spray it. Here we go. And then where's my last one? Here it is. All right. And then I'm going to do my stamp off. I think I want it over here. Ooh, what if I put it into another one? Ow. Okay, and then right here. And then I'm going to spray it one more time because there's some more on there. And just let's see, is there anywhere else I feel like I need a little bit more purple? Let's redo this one. Perfect. Okay, I love this background. What do you guys think? Okay, so there we go. We've done some graphite stick with water, and we've also stamped with the oil pastels, and we used a stencil, right? So that's really fun. So let's see. So now it would really just be putting a focal point on here. One more thing actually that I just thought of that I could do is, and these are contrasting colors, that might be really fun. This is a chevron pattern, but what if I take some of this? Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, this just came to me. What if I do this? Okay, straight line. We'll do both of them. Actually, maybe I should have done that one. That's okay. We're gonna just go with this. I'm not measuring or anything. I don't care. This is just an idea. I have no idea how it's gonna work out. Okay, and then let's go this one. I love this. It's red polka dots. It's so pretty. Okay, we're gonna make a big triangle. That can be our focal point. All right, and then one this way, and it's way too long and I don't really care. And then I'm going to use this one to put over it, so I have got some layers. It just makes it a little bit more interesting to me and pretty fun. Okay, and I'm going to like kind of, you know, so you can see both, but they're kind of overlaid. All right, and then the bottom. Man, this little washi, I don't think I've ever used washi this thin before. Are you guys liking it? Have you used it yet? I would like to know. And what do you think of it? I think it's fun, and it's just different. So then I think that I would like to put a sentiment or something in the middle here. Okay, so I found these words, and I really like a couple of them because I've got a lot of space here and I really want to use it up and just make this a focal point. So I kind of like, there's three that kind of go together. So it says, in the cover of dark, reach for the stars, let your light shine. Isn't that nice? So let's do that. And I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to just cut the words out and stick them down so they kind of go in the shape of the triangle. In the, probably cover will fit on its own. In the cover of dark, oh, that fits perfectly. Yay, I love it. Okay, in the cover of dark, reach for the stars. So reach for, I'm going to put a little bit of a gap there. Reach for, the stars. That's okay. It's still good. Let your light shine. I think I'm still just going to do let your light shine. It's not going to fill the whole triangle, but that's okay. Let your light shine. That's pretty. Okay, and then maybe I'm going to use my one of my pens. You could use a Posca pen, or this is just a Pitt pen, but it's just like a regular writer. You know, you could use the food ball pen if you have that, if you got that in my first kit. It might actually be nice to use a thicker kind of pen here. I'm just playing around. See how I like it. I think for now this is okay. I kind of feel like I want more down here, but I don't know. I gotta think about it. This is when, so actually I'm happy this is happening because I feel like this page isn't quite done, but I also don't feel like I know what should be coming next. So sometimes I'm like, okay, I've played, I like this, I like the triangles. You know, I mean, I could actually just make my triangles smaller. I could do that. There's no rules, right? So you can change your mind. And I can stick this down with glue so it doesn't move, right? And I'm going to put, instead of wasting those, I'm just going to do that. And I think that actually looks nice, and I'm okay with it. So you can change your mind partway through. But another thing, this just came to me, but where I was going to go is to say, you know what, this isn't done, but that's also okay, because it doesn't have to be done. It's my art journal, and it's done when I decide it's done. So for now it's done. I'm happy with what I have. I think I want to add some more, but I'm not quite sure what that's going to be, and I'm not feeling it right now, and that's okay. So I just want to offer that to you, that you don't have to be like, oh, what do I have to do, and then sit here and stare at it until you figure it out. You know, it's not meant to be, you know, arduous or painful or difficult. It's meant to just be fun and playful and free. So if it's starting to get to that point where you're like feeling a little stressed about it, or like, I want to do more but I don't know what, but I don't know, then just say, okay, today I'm done with this page. I'm gonna go do something else, or I'm gonna move on. I have another idea for something different I want to do on this page, and maybe another time I'm gonna come back here and be like, oh, I know, and then I'll fill it in with whatever comes to me at that point. So I just want to offer that to you, and just say, you know, you don't have to finish your page in one sitting. You can do bits and pieces here and there. But for today, I'm happy with this. I love the background I made. I love the play, you know, the play with the graphite stick and learning how to, you know, keep the lines in as well as have it be, you know, like watercolored, and I like the other colors kind of mixing with it, so that's really fun to me. I like that this focal point is also a triangle, and I have some interesting words here, but I feel like it does need more, but I'm gonna come back to it another time. So, all right, that's it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out. I can't wait to see what you do with triangles, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.